we are going to explore the evolution of absolutely everything in this universe. Crap, we need to hurry up right now. Let us start with birds. How many bird species could there possibly be on Earth? There are thousands of species, listing from Abbott's babbler to various unique subspecies. Oh no, the list is absolutely endless, and we are running out of time. Let us look at this one first. The Seychelles warbler seems like a great place to start. The Seychelles warbler evolved in a very isolated environment over millions of years. Wait, it says here, they demonstrate cooperative breeding and altruistic behaviors in their groups. Do some birds actually cooperate altruistically to help raise offspring that are not theirs? But that would imply a level of kindness that challenges simple evolutionary theories. Let us go back to the very beginning of life to understand this. Life on Earth probably began about 3.5 billion years ago in the oceans. It all started with some soup. Well, not exactly this delicious vegetable soup, but rather a hot, spicy hydrothermal soup deep down in the dark ocean floor. This primordial soup was made of nitrogen, phosphorus, and maybe a little bit of love. It was extremely hot, reaching temperatures over 400 degrees Celsius. But some early unicellular life was actually thriving in this harsh environment. You cannot see them easily because they are incredibly small and basic. They are so basic, we can probably leave them alone for 1 billion years. Whoa, slow down. Suddenly, there are millions of Jeremys everywhere in the water. We have entered the Neo-Archean era, about 2.8 billion years ago. They are trying out different configurations to survive in this changing world. Thanks to a weird spiral cheat code we call RNA, life is multiplying. Some of them are wondering if the sun is tasty and full of energy. And others are wondering if they can link together to form bigger structures. Cool. Is it finally time for fish to rule the oceans? Not even close, buddy. We have to go through another phase first. First, it is time for a period known as the Boring Billion. Between 1.8 and 0.8 billion years ago, not much happened. Since scientists call it boring, we can probably just skip this entire part. Next is the Cambrian period, where life exploded in diversity. But wait, let me search more about this bird altruism thing first. It turns out cooperative altruism has been well documented in many species. Barn owl chicks actually share food with their hungrier siblings in the nest.
It seems like a lot of animals show behaviors we would call kindness.
Elephants protect and guide their young with immense care and dedication. Even our pets show a form of affection and connection with us. This bond between different species is a beautiful aspect of life. And humans have developed deep empathy and care for one another. But let us get back to the Cambrian period explosion of life. The Jeremys have been very busy linking together into multicellular forms. They evolved into remarkable creatures with complex structures and functions. Oh my goodness, what on earth is that strange-looking thing? An increase in oxygen levels led to a massive explosion of life. Everyone got a little bit weird with their new body plans. Some creatures developed very unusual features to navigate the ancient seas. Predators were now in vogue, so defense became absolutely necessary. Some chose to be fast and wiggly to escape danger quickly, while others developed hard shells to become a difficult mouthful. Hey, this hard shell is actually a really great idea. Let us just do this forever and never change our design. And they really meant it, remaining unchanged for millions of years.
While other species, like whales, would undergo massive evolutionary changes.
Turning from weird land-dwelling rat-like creatures into majestic ocean giants. Becoming living submarines that rule the deep blue oceans today. But the horseshoe crab barely shifted its design by a centimeter, making their encounters throughout history rather interesting, to say the least. Hey, so, do you want to evolve sometime later, or? Nah, not really. But the wildest thing about the Cambrian explosion is how it shaped everything. Okay, wait a minute. What about altruism and kindness in human beings?
If kindness is just a survival strategy, a product of natural selection,
does that mean we only perform good deeds because we benefit from them? Like passing on our genes? Or hoping to have a favor returned? Well, maybe there is more to it than just simple biological transactions. The idea that evolutionary principles apply to culture is called universal Darwinism, which suggests that culture and ideas evolve just like biological organisms do. This theory was proposed by Richard Dawkins in his famous book. He introduced the concept of the meme as a unit of culture. Memes are ideas, behaviors, or styles that spread from person to person. They replicate and mutate, undergoing their own form of natural selection. This process shapes our societies, our languages, and even our ethics. But it is not just named after Charles Darwin, as you might think, but rather his cousin, Leonard Darwin. Actually, that was a complete lie. I just broke our trust, and it did not feel very good. Because thousands of years of cultural evolution have made lying socially unacceptable. We have evolved to value honesty and cooperation within our communities. Lying violates the social contract that keeps our societies functioning smoothly.
Keep this just between us, son.
So we teach our children to be honest and trustworthy from a young age. Societies evolve just like organisms, adapting to new challenges and environments. Developing new technologies, languages, and cultural practices over time. Our tools and machines undergo their own process of selective improvement. Even our entertainment and media formats evolve to capture our attention. Humor and comedy styles change dramatically across different generations. And dance trends spread like wildfire through the cultural landscape. So keep an open mind, because things are about to get really wild. All right, enough about the Cambrian period. Let us move on to fish. You might be tired of these ancient armored creatures by now. But they are the ancestors of all the fish we know today. Well, first of all, how dare you call them boring? They actually had very complex internal structures that paved the way for us. Now, let us flash forward a solid 100 million years in time. We have arrived in the Devonian period, the age of fish. Now, fish are hanging out in the shallow waters near the shore, which turns out to be a gateway drug for walking on land. Not quite like a modern lizard, but more like a transitional form. And now we have the very first terrestrial vertebrates walking the earth. Oh, right on. So it is finally dinosaur time now, right? No, hold your proto-mammalian horses. These things take a lot of time. Natural selection is a slow process, not a video game upgrade, where you can just purchase new limbs and features instantly. Welcome back to my gaming channel. Today, we are playing Evolution. This game has been in development for quite a long time. About 3.5 billion years, to be exact. It is a pretty tough game with a lot of permadeath. Okay, so what kind of animals do we actually have now? We are entering the Permian period. the age of synapsids. These creatures were the dominant land animals of their time, including the iconic sail-backed dimetrodon and other unique species, and the rather plump Cotylarhynchus, which looked quite funny. They were absolutely perfect, just the way they were. And there were also a few small, furry things running around. Wait, let us think about the implications of this cultural evolution. There are currently over 8 billion humans living on this planet. And each of us is shaped by thousands of cultural memes, which influence our behaviors, our beliefs, and our entire lives. From the very first drawings on cave walls to modern digital media, our sense of ethics and justice has evolved through cultural transmission. A meme is simply a unit of cultural information that self-replicates.
As coined in a groundbreaking book on evolutionary biology,
it encompasses any idea that can be passed from one mind to another, allowing information to spread and adapt across human populations rapidly. From beautiful classical symphonies to modern popular culture trends, to the most ridiculous commercial products we see today. All of human progress can be viewed through the lens of memes. The rise and fall of civilizations is a result of competing ideas. Some memes, like fashion trends, rise and fall very quickly, while others, like laws and languages, persist for thousands of years. You probably are not wearing a toga while watching this video, or writing your thoughts down on a clay tablet this morning. Using a reed stylus to complain about the quality of copper. Which was a very common complaint in ancient Mesopotamia. People have always found things to complain about throughout history. But luckily, we do not live in ancient times anymore. We have evolved far beyond the limitations of our ancestors. And our cultural evolution continues to shape the future of our species.